Hello, my name is Shogi Actus. I'm an artist, and it's taken me years to feel confident to say that. Now, I am welcoming you on a journey where I'll be sharing a little bit about myself and some of the art paintings that I've created. Now, the painting that I have behind me is called Self in Reflection. I will share a little bit about my perspective and also mention my partner's perspective because his sort of ties in what I wanted to communicate. However, you're welcome to interpret it however you want it. I believe in getting different perspectives from the same art piece. I love that. I love getting what you see because it's it's interesting. Art is interesting. Now, the first thing that you notice is you're gonna have, first of all, this is a stretch canvas that I bought from the stores. I didn't stretch it myself, and I used acrylic paint on it. So now, next point. The first thing that you notice is there are going to be two different colors on the art piece. On this side, it's yellow, kind of like lemon peel, and then on this other side, I wanted it to reflect jade, and so it has blue, greens, and white as a base of the painting. And then if you look closely on the outline of what makes the face, if you are geographically inclined, you sort of notice the map of Kenya. And the reason being, Kenya became one of those transformative places for me because that's where I started my journey of getting my paperwork and all that stuff, and then eventually had the opportunity to move to America. And I say opportunity because my life has been completely different from what it used to be. Now, and also if you look at the definition of the eye, so if we start on the northern part of the painting, on this side, you look at the eye, it's well formed. You can tell that there's an eyeball, you can tell that there's an eyelid and all that stuff. But if you look on this other side, it's going to be hazy. So on the right side, it's going to be hazy and a little, unformed for the eye. But the two differences I wanted it to show, like having a clear vision of what the future is, and my present looking a little bit hazy because there's so much going on, there's so much pain, so much trauma that I was dealing with at the time that I didn't see myself making it through um, this thing we call life. But on the left side, it's representing that, clear thought, intention, and persistence and perseverance. Now, you also have what it looks like a brain. To me, that's the part where the thought, the intention, the clear thinking, and meditation comes into play. And then you also have the staircase and a man, an idea, which is represented by a light bulb. So the reason why I incorporated that is, you know, you go through life and you experience a lot. You have good experiences and bad experiences, somewhat in the middle. Those gray experiences that you have, but all that makes a person who they are. Now, I wanted to bring a little bit of what that journey has been for me in this painting. So, the painting has a tremendous amount of significance to my collection. Reason being, it's one of the first paintings that I created, but also one of the paintings that I really chose to put my emotion and my experiences in it. Now, if you notice, strewn about the painting, we have something what looks like puzzle pieces. So you have this all over the painting, which is to represent the pieces of life that I was trying to put together. So I felt like my life had shattered, and I was grabbing all the pieces and, creating something new. Now, also you notice that there's something that look like words or letters um, I picked up this like shorthand writing during my high school years. I never thought anything would amount to it, but I kept the alphabet and I've always sort of like used it to create words and stuff like that. So on the painting, you'll notice, say, for example, this is a virtue that I look forward to, that I aspire to be or to have, and that is grace. Grace through life, grace with other people, graceful with myself. So that is something that I appreciate a lot of in people and in myself. And kind, you know, you go through life, you meet a lot of difficult moments, and it's the kind people that just remind you that, life's going to be okay, and being kind to others. So that's another thing that's important to me. Now, you also have the infinitive symbol, which to me, I think I have one, two, three, about three of them on this art painting. But the infinitive symbol to me means that life goes on and on and on and on. However, if you pay close attention, each trip has either similar events or just a tiny bit of something new happening. But it's always interesting to go through that experience. That's what the infinitive symbols mean to me. And then you have human, I think I already mentioned that. And you have some in Morse code, but it also has the states and the countries that I've lived in. And I'll mention a few. So I have Florida, I have California up there, I have Ohio here, and then I have Rwanda, DRC, USA, of course, and this was Kenya. Now, to bring in my partner's perspective on this, so the bottom half of the face, you see the eyes are kind of like droopy, all over the place. This, I went through an experience where I was having a terrible, medical situation happening where I was left incapable of using parts of my body, and my eyes were like droopy and facing different directions. So my partner said that what he observed is this kind of represents when I was unwell, and up here is when I'm all put together here in my life in the US, where I'm taking good care of myself and all that. So you do see the two differences in the face of this person or this art piece. Now, if you look on this other side, you see kind of like the heart. And if you're not able to see it in the video, just take a look at the pictures on my Instagram account. You'll be able to zoom in and see. So the heart is there because I've always wanted to, go through life with an open heart, no matter what the experience is, no matter what's happening in the world, because, I call it the radical nature of kindness, because there's so many people who live their lives up here and they force their ways through life, and they're forcing people to conform to their ways of life. And I didn't like that. I wanted to be open. I wanted it to be a healing environment. I wanted it to be a loving environment. So I put this there to always remind myself to keep on that, no matter what's going on in life, no matter what I'm experiencing. And of course, you have the Anchor symbol, which is a symbol of life. And this is just due out of respect of what life is, with all its mess, with all its politics, with all its situations, with all that, you know. And so I have one in DRC. I wanted to say something about DRC. That's my home country. That's where I was born. And it's sad with what keeps happening in that country and other parts of the world where conflict seems to be persistent and prevalent. And it's sad because you don't get to see people flourish into their best selves. And I do, yeah, moment of silence. But yeah, so that's a little bit about the painting. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me what you observe, what you learned from it. And I just wanted to say thank you so much